Hello, air signs. Elsie here to give you a reading at the beginning of February. Then we're going to hit you up in the mid-month here and update your energies for you. So this is going to be a reading for about the next couple of weeks-ish, right? I am using a new deck today, my air signs, and it is an oracle deck called the Priestess of the Light Oracle. That's what I'm using today. Been having fun with it this week, so thank you for clicking here. If you are someone who is interested in a private reading, please look down below in the description. You'll find everything that you need there by the yellow dot. Eeny, meeny, miny, Gemini. I'm going to read for Gemini first, so if the rest of you will take a second just to scroll forward, you'll find what you need there. All right. Gemini, are we alone? Cross watchers? All right, let's take a look here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sorry for the sniffles. I was just blubbering all over Cancer's reading. If you're dealing with a Cancer, whew. All right, Gemini, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's up for Gemini. Tell me what's up for Gemini for the next couple of weeks. All right. Well, we've got two. It's been happening the last couple of hands. So the first one we have is abundance. Well, okay, so we have abundance, fortune, wealth, and plenty. Wealth is a lot of things, right? Abundance is a lot of things. Yeah, it's such a big umbrella. Wealth, I want to say that I think in the month of February, interesting, it's 28. Do we have 28 or 29 days? Tell me in the comments. I'm not really sure if it's a leap year or not. But we have here, I think it's in the month of February, there's going to be some sort of a new abundance that's coming forward here for you, Gemini. Someone or something, some energy. It says fortune, wealth, and plenty. Now, fortune and plenty, to me, plenty can be anything. Fortune tells me could be money or good fortune, also wealth. So abundance is like all the things, right? You can see that she is quite adorned with beautiful clothing and jewels. So I'm going to say that it's probably money that we're talking about, material wealth. There's green in this card. But also I feel as though it could be a wealth of health as well. Okay. We're going to do this one too. Friendship, support, fun, unity, play. All right. Card number 28. So someone's beginning an abundant friendship, I think. There's about to be a blossoming friendship coming up on the horizon here. Someone who is playful like you. Someone who's got your back. Someone who is there to support you. Someone who could be a Sagittarius. Card number 14. Get you a Sagittarius. Gemini, everyone needs a Sagittarius. I'm a Sag rising. That's why I say that. But the friendship here, I feel as though you feel really rich. You feel really rich in the beginning of this new friendship, is what I want to say. This budding friendship, because 28 is 10, which means it's a 1. It's starting at the beginning. And then we have 14, right? So, yeah, it feels like you might meet this person on Valentine's Day. You might see them on Valentine's Day, the 14th. Oh, and I just got a buzzing in my right ear. Some of you, I don't know who you are, but I'm excited for you already. You're going to see someone that you haven't seen in a long time, an old friend. But this person's going to look different because they're abundant. I think you are too, though, is what I want to say, Gemini. This person's going to look very different. They've had a glow up. Okay. Very interesting. I'm going to look at the Spirit Animal Oracle. Aw, it feels like I want to say, aw, that's what I want to say. It feels like you haven't seen this person in a long time and you're barely going to be able to recognize them in and out, inside and out. But this person's still going to be the same silly Sagittarius, possibly, or have that Sagittarian energy of abundance and fun and it says unity and play. This person's going to teach you teach you how to get back in touch with your ability to play. It's so important. We have here, life is speeding up. Interesting. It's card number 2. I think intuitively, you already know, Gemini, that things are about to speed up. That you are possibly taking a leap, moving quickly towards something, right? I just want to point out card number 28 and a 2. So 282 might be something that you're seeing. I don't know if that's a familiar number to anybody here, but I do believe that life speeds up in February. We've got card number 2, but I do feel like it's intuitively that you know something is about to go off. We have seeing the big picture. Somebody has realized something about a friend, a supportive friend, someone you haven't seen in a while. You may want to get in contact with them. I think possibly the 14th, doesn't have to be. Between the 11th and the 14th, we've got card number 11 and 14. To me, the 11, though, when we see the big picture, it's like we have to, the universe, when our third eye opens, we now have a glimpse or a look into life from the space that the universe is, from the top down, seeing all the details. And it feels like you've gone over some details or figured out some details, and you see things differently, is what I want to say, Gemini. And now it's time to speed up, because you either have an abundant friend or an abundant friendship that you would like to pay attention to, give your energy to now. We have open to infinite possibilities. I love it. This is really great. Really great, Gemini. Okay. We are going to get a deck here. Tell us more, please, about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us more about Gemini, please. Tell us more about the abundant friendship, the big picture. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The tarot tell us about Gemini. Okay. These are out. That's out. We'll take them. We've got death. Interesting. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Cups. Y'all, somebody is going for it. That's what it is. Somebody's going for it. Someone has decided that there's going to be no more silence, no more feeling in lack. I don't want to be on the outside looking in any longer. Death in the 5 of Pentacles. This isn't where I want to be. This is where I want to be. Someone is breaking the silence here. Gemini, I think it's you. I think that you could have Scorpio in your chart. You don't have to. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio. But I feel as though you have decided that we can't do this silent thing anymore. We have to transform the energy. It's time to end the silence, and we need to move forward. I need to speak to you about my emotions. I wasn't expecting that. I really was not. Gemini, what the heck? Holy. It's like you see this person, maybe you see them on social media, and it's a friendship from long ago. That's what it feels like. It feels like a friendship from long past. You now understand why it had to end. You have clarity, seeing the big picture. You have clarity on this friendship, and it's making sense to you now as it ended. I feel that you understand now. You have a change of mind. I feel like you're transforming the way you think. You've already decided that there's going to be no more blocking, or that you're going to come out of the cold with this person. I feel like with seeing the big picture and the friendship, that I feel like that you now understand that this person, that it had to end with this person the way that it did. Why? Because I feel like what we're looking here is the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like once the silence is broken, I think somebody wants to invest or is offering something to you, or you're offering something to someone else. It feels like somebody has come to a wisdom or a higher learning or a higher knowing. Someone found their light. Someone is now making decisions, not what's best for them and them and them, it's best for me. Somebody wants to rekindle the friendship. That's what I think. Someone is really looking over why it ended and how abundant it was. I feel like that's the realization while you're in hermit mode. You now see it for what it was. Got the World. Yeah, the chapter ended here. But understand that it was supposed to end. And it was, I feel, supposed to end in a manner that taught you a lesson. And I think it did. I think it caused you to go into hermit mode. It caused you to grow. Now, I don't know who ended the friendship, and I don't think that it's important to know that. But what I think is important is that we can always change our minds, right? We can always change our minds about how we feel about something. Just listening. Just listening, sorry. Yeah, I feel it's as you're by yourself and thinking over the situation that you realize there's still a lot of feelings here that need to be explored, or you're going to want to explore it. The challenge is this, right? It feels like the oof, wow. Okay, so something ends and something begins, right? So the world ends and the Two of Cups is here. Yeah, I feel like you're really passionate about this person, Knight of Wands. I feel like you feel this person is the one for you. Is the one for you. That's interesting. I don't know why I said that. So let's find out. Let's figure out. We need more information, please. You're going to invest in the friendship that died or ended. Somebody brought it to an end. This is really deep. There's two people who are very deeply connected here. This really hurt deeply. It cut you deeply, Gemini. But I do feel that at some point you realize the wisdom of why this thing had to end. I think you were scared of the opportunity. I think there was fear here. You saw an opportunity, and I think that it scared you. So again, I still don't know who ended this, whether it was you or them, but I feel like it was a really deep connection. Probably one that was deeper than most, but unexplored, because the bottom of the well is unexplored, right? I feel like it was an unexplored relationship with a really deep connection. And it feels like it's been years or a very long time since you saw this person. They have abundance. They've glowed up. They have wealth. It feels like both of you have glowed up, to be honest. But I feel like you realize what's going on here, that somebody here has leveled up in their life. And I feel like you're off to the races. You change your mind. You're like, wait, what? What's going on here? And I don't think that you're running in on them because of their abundance. That's not what I'm saying, Gemini. What I think is going on here is that this person maybe had to go through a lot of lessons, maybe all of these lessons, all 10 of them, before they could realize the connection. Yeah. Yeah, something was weighing on somebody very heavily here. I think it's weighing on you. That there's been lack. We've got the Five of Pentacles. There's a 5 here. 2 and 3 is 5. I feel like you knew, possibly, Gemini, that this person was someone that you should invest in, someone you wanted to change the life of, or you wanted to change your life, someone who you wanted to open a new path with. You wanted to materialize this, but something went wrong. I feel like when things end, you go into hermit mode and you begin to level up spiritually, is what I want to say. There's a spiritual tower. That's what Charlie's calling it, a spiritual tower, I feel, that you just can't ignore any longer because of the wisdom that has been gained in hermit mode. This is card number 16, which is the Tower in the tarot. And in the tarot, the Star is card number 17. It feels, when I get this card, that it feels like things fall or tumble, and immediately you're picked up again. You go into hermit mode and you start to repair yourself. It's like, it's more of a realization about someone, a friend, a soulmate, 6 of Cups in the bottom right-hand corner, someone that you've left behind. It's like a realization that maybe there was more to that than I realized. There's the realization, right? The realization in hermit mode. Yeah. Okay. Gemini, you brought the energy today. Look at you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tell me more about the well. Because I feel this connection was deeper than a connection you've ever had with anyone else, and you didn't realize it right away. It's a spiritual connection. 4 and 1 is 5. That's the Hierophant. We've got 5-5. There's going to be quick change here. 5-5-5. There's going to be quick change in this situation coming up in the week ahead. And I think it's because you are moving forward, Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. And you've got the big picture answer now. So it feels as though there could be an age difference here, but the Page of Wands is a passionate message. It feels like somebody here gave the other person a passionate message, and understanding you two are in friendship, that it was too deep. You couldn't deal with it. Somebody wanted to go on a new path with you. Wanted to go on a new passionate path with you. And you said nothing. You didn't give them an answer. I think you wanted to, but you didn't. And I think that's what broke this. I think that the silence that ensued afterwards, someone sort of told you about their emotions and their feelings and how they wanted to end something and begin something with you, transform the situation. But I feel like it went into total silence. It went into total lack and silence. We began to hold our ground. 7 of Clubs is the 7 of Wands. We began to hold our ground, and that's why this Ace of Pentacles hasn't been realized until now. You turned your back. And this person began to, even in the lack, it could be you, but it could be them. I think it's them that caught the Tower and the healing at the same time. And they started to move along, to go forward. This person moved on to happiness. They moved on to stability. They could have moved on to another family for some of you, but this person moved on. They stood in their power. They pushed through the Tower. They pushed through the sadness of losing you, and they just moved on. So that is your challenge right now. I think you're feeling challenged because this person has moved on without you. In the Antelope Spirit, I feel like you have realized that you are still very passionate about this person, and this passionate message comes back round. It's like it comes back round to the beginning again. What's the challenge? Challenge is the King of Pentacles. The challenge is keeping stability, keeping grounded, moving slowly, and really finding out where the problem areas are. I feel like you're thinking about all of this. You're thinking whilst you're disconnected from this person. I feel that you could be connecting with someone who's either a Virgo or a Taurus or a Capricorn, Scorpio. Of course, any of them could be in your chart. I feel like the challenge here is to repair this after the silence and get some ground. That's the challenge. To get grounded, to talk to each other on, this is the 9 of Pentacles. This person is doing really well for themselves. And I feel like it's to learn how to speak to this person in their realm. When I say that, maybe you work in the Matrix and they have a business, or they work in the Matrix, you have a business. So speak to them in their realm. I think I feel like, Gemini, that the reason that you're moving forward with this message of love here is because you want to know if this person is single. You want to know if they're in a family way. You want to know. Yeah, you're trying to get more wisdom, the Hermit energy. All right. We've got the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck and the Sun. Things are about to grow here. I feel like the waiting is over, that it is okay to move forward if you want to. That is the answer you came here for, I think. Should I move forward, Elsie, or should I not? I feel like you're already here. I feel like you're right in the near future, like a week away, a couple of weeks away. I think you want to heal it, and I think you're going to be able to do it. So if you decide to move forward and make communication here instead of watching, I think that you'll be good. Sounds like an abundant friendship is about to reconnect. It also seems like people have deep feelings for each other. So this is a friendship for now, is what I'm going to say. The challenge is to keep it all stable, keep it moving slowly. That's the challenge. Let's reconnect and find out why there was silence, right? All right, Gemini, thank you so much for coming here and bringing this great energy. I'm going to go for now. If you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You will find the yellow dot there if you would like to do that. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Gem. Bye-bye. Hello, Libra. How are you? Sorry it took me so long to get here. Just kidding. Libra, I'm here to do your reading for you, right, for this next couple of weeks or so. I'll probably be back after Valentine's Day. And yeah, we'll see if we can get you some energy leading up to that, right? The first couple of weeks of February. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Libra. Oh, Libra, we're using a new deck today. And it is from Sandra Ann Taylor. It's called the Priestess of Light Oracle. That's what we're using today for the extra energies here. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra, please. Energy for Libra. What does Libra need to know? Most important thing that Libra needs to know, please. All right. Harvest. Oh, I like it for you. If I'm not mistaken, we talked about this last time. Maybe I am, but I don't know if you want to go check the last, I'll link it up here, the last video, Libra. But I think we talked about this, about you having a harvest coming up. That it is a time, that the month of February is going to be a time for you to get your balance, to get things even, to work on yourself. I feel like you're really committed to working on yourself, maybe finding your spirituality. There's a lot of growth around you, and I feel like it almost feels like the challenge is your emotions. Yeah, because I feel like we've got the great big moon here, and the moon, when it does come close like that, does change the tides, doesn't it? The tides are changing. That's what it is. Thank you. The tides are about to change, Libra. It feels like you've been struggling up to here, and the tides are about to change. You're about to see some growth, some abundance. It's time to harvest something you've been working on. Sensuality, interesting, feminine wisdom, passion. This is card number 11. Feminine wisdom and passion. Okay, feminine wisdom and passion. So what I feel is the harvest, we have a gathering of blessings. It could be blessings of someone who's coming into your life who is a feminine. Yeah, who's full of wisdom, who has a lot of passion. I think you're attracted to this person. Harvest of blessings. They could be emotional blessings, emotional connection. There's a lion here, and I feel like this person is protected, is what I want to say. So card 38, it breaks down to an 11, which is a 2. They're the high priestess. That's what it is. That's why the sensuality. Okay, it takes me a long time to get there sometimes, but it's probably mostly because I don't listen. We have deep emotions. Bottom of the deck. Okay. The feminine wisdom, I feel, is either someone realizing that they have this harnessed feminine passion that has brought wisdom. I feel like regardless of whoever this is, whether this is you or someone else, that this person is the high priestess. And so with that, this person has wisdom, which makes them more attractive, and their energy is beautiful. And it feels like that's the harvest. Either someone is turning into this, or someone is realizing that there is a harvest out there, that if you can harness your emotions and gather yourself emotionally, that there will be growth, that the balance, it's working on self that counts. Card number 44, right? 4 and 4 is 8. 8 is about the self. It's also about, it's also the infinity sign. It's never ending. Unending blessings. Yeah, it feels like this sensuality is almost like an intuitive self. Could be the same person, could be different. Let's just see here. Tell me about harvest. Harvest, we've got you are never alone. Okay. We've got 2 4s. Could be dealing with 2 people who are life path 4. I don't know why I just said that, because that's not something I usually ever say in my readings, but you are never alone. Card number 42. Okay. Well, you could be seeing the number 44 or 3 4s. We've got 4442. I don't know if you want to look that up, see if that's an angel number. That might mean something to somebody. And then we have the peacock. Peacock spirit. Let it shine. So it feels like the same person. Libra, I'm talking about you, whether you're feminine or masculine. Someone here is having an awakening, realizing they're never alone, realizing that that they do have the wisdom and the passion, and they're now going to let it show on the outside. I think that sometimes when you're in the high priestess energy, that you tend to have a knowing, right? Because it's Piscean energy. You tend to have a knowing, and the knowing can come off as sort of a know-it-all. But the truth of the matter is, when you have a knowing, it's really hard not to say it, because that's what you're here to do, is to say the things, because you do have a knowing. You're here to teach it. So I think you're supposed to let it shine. I think you're supposed to be who you are, and practice on your self-care. Continually on the self-care is what's going to make you grow. It's a mastering of your energies, I feel, is what we're looking at for you. Bottom of the deck, we have be peace. Be the peace, right? Be peace. That's all it says. I feel like somebody is finally going to find their peace, or has submitted to the universe and said, bring me what I need. Somebody's working on themselves, and that is always the first line of helping you realize yourself, and it's always self-care. Always, always. All right, let's take a look here. What else do you have for, Libra? Okay. So I think you're about to embark maybe on another path, but you're at a place where I feel that you feel tied down, that there's no opportunities around you, that maybe you're short-sighted. You don't see all the beautiful stuff in the background, but you're talking to people close up. A decision to be abundant, a decision to be balanced financially, a decision that, this person is the Empress in training, right? She is the Queen of Pentacles, and in a general reading, also Taurus and Virgo, but she is the one who knows her money, knows the self. She's very loyal. She's very honest with the self. Feels like there's supposed to be someone is really looking over details, trying to find some sort of inspired answer about the Queen of Pentacles. You and the Queen of Pentacles have not been talking, and it's been really burdensome. Could be dealing with a Pisces or some Piscean energy. It's a knowing. It's the knowing from the High Priestess as well. It's like the Piscean energy is just the energy of just having a knowing, right? You just know. Yeah. So there's no communication, and it's becoming burdensome. The Page of Wands tells me that nobody's working on this connection. You're not getting any communication from this Queen of Pentacles here, it's time for you to sacrifice this thing. I think you need to stop hanging on to it. It was never going to bloom. It was something that you weren't supposed to invest in. And oftentimes I say, sometimes the person is sent to you to teach you lessons, Libra, not necessarily to be in your life the whole time from beginning to end. People are supposed to cycle through your life and teach you. They're being sent to you to teach you lessons, and not all of them are supposed to stay. Where the trouble ensues is when you grab them on the arm and try not to let them leave. So you need to get out of the doorway and into the flow. You need to let people flow in and out of your life as they will. Don't hang on to the ones that want to leave. And, if they want to come in, invite them in. It feels like you are still stuck on some sort of friendship or relationship of some kind, whether it's with a mother or this could be any type of feminine. This person is a nurturer, though. That there is, it's like that you feel that this person no longer is passionate about you, or there is no one's taking action. No one is taking action toward the other person as it pertains to this connection. So it feels like there's no talking. We're not taking action. It's become really burdensome. I feel like you will come to this realization that you need to sacrifice all of this, that you just need to let it go and cut it out. It feels like it was someplace you wanted to invest, but it just never worked out. I feel like it's telling me here that it wasn't supposed to work out. You were supposed to go. It was supposed to be someone that bounced through your life to teach you how to come out from behind the fear wall, how to be a little braver, how to speak your mind, how to tell the truth, how to have a voice, how to be comfortable with people watching you when you talk, when you say the thing you do, when you paint, when you write your book, when you color, when you use watercolors, whatever it is that you do, if you're a musician maybe. But it looks like you want to try again. And this time, there is a realization that you can do it. So coming into the future, it almost feels like this is a lesson for you to fuel you to go toward whatever it is that you want. That's really most important to you. It's like it was a realization. This realization, this relationship or friendship or whoever this person is to you, when things went sour with them, it was really important that you carried on with your self-care. So if you haven't done that already, then that's a message for you. But it was really important that you continued to work on the self, to realize the self, to gather the blessings, to start being more grateful, having more gratitude. And with that, feeling like never being alone, like you aren't alone. You have the love of yourself. It's the truth. All right. It's eating away at you. Not having this communication and not having closure, I feel, is eating away at you. And it's tough. It's a 10 of Wands situation here. You want to move on. You want to make the decision to move on and be balanced, but this is really eating away at you here. The disconnection or the lack is really the next thing that needs to kind of get in line here. So I feel as though you probably reached out to this person, tried to connect with them, and it almost feels like there's too many people here. Like there feels like a group here, a group of people, or a group of people that were telling you to wait, telling you not to do it, that you need to wait on this partnership. It's like a group of people are here sort of telling you, don't take action, wait for that person to come to you, don't take action. Which might be, good or bad advice depending on what perspective you're looking at this from. I feel like you felt a deep romantic connection to this person. They were really intelligent. You have nostalgic love with them. I feel like you'll love them forever. Yeah. These flowers are also etched into the glass behind them. So it feels like it's something that you're probably not ever going to let go of. It is time to let go of it, though. You will get stagnant in the energy of the Hanged Man if you don't move on and accept the fact that this is a place that just was not worth investing in. This wasn't ever meant to grow. I think that we're looking at somebody who is meant to get some lessons from someone who is a really good friend that they trusted, someone they loved, someone who loved them. I feel like sometimes we are sent these people because we're hard to get the message. It's hard to get the message into our heads, especially if we're not spiritual, right? And so the universe sends you someone who is kind and loving and makes you trust them in order to get the messages to you. So what do we do with this? Because I feel like you're standing your ground that you're not going to communicate, and you're going to listen to the people who are telling you not to communicate. So what do we do from here? What do you do from here, Libra? From here, you work on your abundance. You focus on yourself. You focus on your life, your work, whatever you want to materialize in the 3D. That's what you're supposed to be focused on. I think that you're supposed to realize your passions. I think that the group of people that are giving you the advice not to reach out to this person, I think they are people who love you. I think they are people who might be in your family or people who are loyal to you. So I feel as though that these people are trying to get you to do what you're passionate about instead of waiting for passion to find you, to do what you're passionate about and to take action on it. And yeah, this group of people feels like they have your best interest at heart. I think you still want to communicate with this person, though, and you want to try and heal it. So I feel like somebody is stuck here on loop. Yeah. You know, it comes from this, right? As you continue to practice your self-care, I feel as though you become feeling better about yourself, that possibly listening to the universe and your emotions and working on self leads you to be this feminine wisdom of passion. Maybe you are feminine or masculine, doesn't matter. It says there's feminine wisdom here, so you can have that if you're masculine as well. I feel like when you figure yourself out, I feel like you're going to drop this. I feel like we're stuck here with you stuck in the energy of, I need to repair it. Not everything needs to be repaired. I don't know if you let them go or if they let you go, but I feel like there is harsh words from your friend group or your family, or the people that love you the most. There's harsh words and they're like, no, just cut it away. Be done with it. I think you'll do what's best for you and everyone else. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you're doing the best for your friend group or the family. What's the challenge here for Libra, please? The challenge is using your tools. The challenge is realizing that you can manifest. You can have anything that you want if you really truly believe that you're worth it, that you are worth those blessings. You can call them in as much as you want, but if you feel that you're not worthy, if something here is leaving you in lack, that's the thing that you need to work on. I feel like the universe is giving you energy and strength to be able to do some self-care, to be able to level up into some sort of a feminine wisdom sort of energy. And so you can have passion for the things that you want to do moving forward. I feel like you're supposed to learn the true manifestation, and that is speaking it out loud, saying to the universe what it is that you desire, and then turning your back to it and working really hard on your pentacles, on yourself, whatever it is, asking for it. I think this is a bit of a stumbling block, and it's something that you probably need to look into in terms of why, not in terms of this person, in terms of why you feel this way, why you can't let go of the nostalgic love that you had. And even though you're the King of Swords, I feel like you can't bear to cut someone out. You just want the truth, and I feel like you're stuck there, Libra. That's where I feel you're stuck. In the place where you last saw this person, the last words they said to you, the last time you saw them, whatever it was, I think you're stuck there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go for now, Libra. Thank you so much for coming here, for clicking. If you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Look for the yellow dot in the description. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Libra. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Elsie here to do your reading. Hello, my lovelies. How are you? I'm here to do a reading for about the next couple of weeks for you, Aquarius. So whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, or you're a cross watcher, you're welcome always. Thank you for clicking here, first of all. If you wouldn't mind reaching out and giving me a thumbs up, that would help this video to be seen by other people. And then we can start collecting an air sign camp here at 10 of Cups Tarot. All right, here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, by the way, we're using a new deck. This new deck is called the Priestess of Light Oracle. That's what we're using. Let's get some energy, please, for Aquarius. Energy for Aquarius, please. Energy for Aquarius. Bright Heart Light. I like it. Got innovation at the bottom of the deck. Open connections. I like it. Aquarius, it feels like it's time for you to reconnect. It feels as though someone's emerging from, I'm looking at all the trees and the greenery behind her. Someone's emerging from a place of healing. I feel like you come out of this place of healing with a bright heart light, and you're open to reconnect to other people. So you may have been in a hermited period. We have card number 18. 1 and 8 is 9. Number 9 is the number of the hermit, who is Virgo, and that is in the tarot. So it feels as though somebody has been off learning lessons, learning heart lessons, or working on the heart chakra. Somebody has come out with a crown, so it feels like there has been a crown chakra that's opened as well here, that there's downloads. Somebody's feeling very balanced. Somebody's feeling very balanced, very grounded, feeling like now they can open connections with people. We're going to take this one too, innovation, new creations. I feel like there is somebody here who has decided to come out of hiding, and it's time to put to the test your new creations, is what I want to say. So for those of you who have been hermiting and you've been asking for spiritual strength, maybe you're the one who's practicing a lot of self-care. Innovation here is also card number 20, which is judgment. You may have decided in this new open heart energy, this new open connections energy, that it's time for you to begin something new, begin a new creation, maybe materialize something. Judgment card can be about making a decision, but also it could be resurrecting something. So you could have an innate talent, something you were born with, something your parents taught you, something your grandparents taught you, that you want to make into some sort of a new creation. And I feel like you can do it because now you're ready to reconnect back to other people. We have sacred action. Ooh, what's this? It says decisive focus. Yeah, I would say that there is a decisive focus now, but the focus is no longer on what you've lost. The focus is on what you have in the present moment. You are realizing that you are a creature of creation, and that you can materialize anything, right? She's materializing. Yeah. She's got things on her hands. It's like the world is opening up to her. The universe is opening up to her. Tell me about the open connections. All right, the armadillo is out. It says, set healthy boundaries. Okay, y'all. So important. When you do come out of healing and you do realize that there are some people that you don't want to cut out of your life, that's when you need those powerful boundaries. And understand, if you make boundaries and people hop over the smallest boundary that you make, they're never going to understand the big ones. So it might be someone who is constantly telling you about their husband or wife problems. Maybe the boundary is, I love to see you. Let's go out and talk about something else other than your relationship. So it feels like you've decided that you're going to let your heart light shine wherever you go. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. Everything is lyrics to me, y'all. Clairaudient. So that is Heart Light by... it's from the movie E.T. Well, I can see his face, dark hair, and very handsome Jewish fellow. I forget what his name is, though. He sings Sweet Caroline. Why don't I know him? He's like a staple in any music memory. Anyway, so what I feel is that you are setting healthy boundaries so you can turn on your heart light, so you can be safe within your own boundaries and not have to argue and fight with people. Because a lot of times people just want to pour their stuff onto you because they can't afford a psychologist, or they're not willing to give up the Starbucks in order to afford the psychologist. You know what I mean? It can't be, that's not friendship. I mean, it's good to listen to your friends, but it's not good when they're just pounding you with their hard stuff, right? So it's boundaries that help you travel within a friendship that you don't want to give up, that's kind of tough. So we have be here now, new creation. This is the new you, I feel. Aquarius, this is the new you. You're going to think about it before you take action on it. And although you can overthink things, I think that the universe is popping their head in here. 3 and 4 is 7. And I feel be here and now means be present. So in order to have this new creation or something to revive itself after you thought it was done or something like that, be here and now, be present in this moment. Don't look too far in the future, right? Nothing is there, nothing's materialized. And in the past, everything's gone. So you only have the current moment. So make sure you are being here and now. Bottom of the deck, we have believe in yourself. It is the squirrel spirit. Boy, yeah. Squirrels got to believe in themselves. It's them little guys against the world, isn't it? All right, so let's find out how to, it feels like you are going to set healthy boundaries here. And when we say healthy boundaries, it's like, you know what, man, I don't want to think badly about your wife, or I don't want to think badly about your husband. So let's just not talk about the derogatory stuff or the hard things. Let's talk about the good stuff, the achievements, because, you don't have to have an intimate look into everybody's life. We think because of social media that we're supposed to know exactly what's going on, live streaming 24/7, and it's just not necessary. It's not necessary. And if you are going to set some healthy boundaries in order to be able to be deepen some of your connections, I think it's really, really important to do that. We have the the Strength card in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Justice card in reverse. I have a feeling, yeah, my cards are upside down. That's okay. We're supposed to come out as they were. That's all right. We have the Three of Wands. There we go. We've got the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. So you didn't get any justice in some sort of some sort of thing that you thought that you wanted the commitment on. I think you have since grown from there. You've since grown from I feel like you've moved on from the idea of having some sort of a commitment with somebody. It feels like you've moved on because you're not getting any justice. And the Hermit is in reverse, which tells me this is your realization. You've realized that you're not getting any justice in some sort of situation where you are either in a commitment or you want a commitment. It might be a little bit of rigidity for you, that maybe they're not following your traditions, not following what you say. And so maybe, the realization is that this person is not for me. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that you change the idea of who they are. You just let them go be who they are. And if you can't be with that person, then you just can't be with that person. You got to let everybody be who they're going to be. So I feel as though you start trying to cultivate some inner strength in order, because you've been faced with a really interesting and powerful truth as you're in the Hermit mode. And that the truth is that I got to move on from this. I'm stuck here. This is stuck energy. This is fixed energy. I got to move on from here. I've got to learn my lessons, that I'm not getting my justice here, and I got to move on. The Three of Wands is, I've got so much to do. I want to go out and meet the ships. I don't want to sit around waiting for a commitment. I think it takes a lot of self-talk. I think that in the self-talk is where you're finding that you need to build better boundaries with people. Because I feel like the inner self is the one who's emerged from the forest, I think, from the place that they were hermiting. And having done a lot of inner work, I feel like they realize now I got to go out to the ships. I'm not going to wait around for a commitment that's already taken off. It's already gone. I'm never going to get justice there. Yeah, it's a realization here. It's a beautiful realization. And now you can move on, right? Because living in the future of the potential of what it could be, what it would be, what it should be, is not the place that you can actually build what is really going on right now, building whatever it is that you're trying to do right now. Somebody here has great innovation and is willing to try and resurrect something that they know or something that's been taught to them. And in the here and now, right now, in this energy, it feels like you have a realization that maybe it was too rigid, right? Maybe your ideas were too rigid. Maybe it's time to be a little softer with the self, a little kinder to the self. You are a fixed sign, right, Aquarius? So it is hard for you to change your mind. But I do feel that what has changed your mind here is some sort of an epiphany. It feels like you're finding your light, that you're now on your own side. Instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers, you're planting your own garden. I like it for you, the moon, but you don't know what's coming forward. And so you just keep working. Some of you are just going to pour yourself into work because you're not listening to your intuition. I feel like you are going to eventually win, some sort of new path and passion with possibly someone who's a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It's going to end up in a great, great way. But this, I think it's the end of your boredom. Yeah, the end of your emotional boredom, the end of being up in your head and feeling like you're on the outside looking in. You have something beautiful coming, but I feel as though that this last stint or this last stretch of road, I want to call it, is it feels like it was really tough for you. It was a lot about, going into hermit mode and emerging with a lighter heart, realizing that if you do create the healthy boundaries, that it's really you that counts, right? The inner strength. Somebody here was maybe feeling weak, but they had to cultivate the inner strength. And I feel like that's what you've been spending your time doing. Because it's brought you some really great epiphanies, I think. Some great wisdom and knowledge from your source, from the universe. We could be talking about someone that you got tired of waiting for. You could be the masculine. This could be your masculine. Take it as it resonates. I feel like you tried to communicate with this person. You tried to talk to them, send them letters. I feel like this person either wasn't returning your messages or left you on red. I feel like really what you wanted from this person is the truth, though. You wanted to talk to them, go over some details, but not everybody is a talker, right? Aquarius, you've always got stuff in your head that you want to pour out your mouth, but not everybody's into that, right? Not everybody is cerebral like you. It feels like this person... Actually, I think that you found out through some means of communication that this person was not necessarily truthful with you, that they were hiding some things with you, trying to get away with some things. It's a realization that it wasn't, that this person maybe portrayed themselves as one thing and they weren't really that kind of person. Yeah, this person had a mask. It would have never worked. You see, this is the importance of letting people come and go in your life, right? Not standing in the doorway, getting people to stay when they're not supposed to. I feel like you feel a little bit lost, but since you've come out of the darkness, I feel that you are feeling more creative. And yeah, you're feeling more creative. You're living more in the now. It feels as though if you are the masculine, it feels as though you're trying to, work on your courage. You're trying to take chances and take some action and go forward. And if you are the person who is the feminine and this is your masculine, I feel like this person has feelings for you. I do feel like they have love feelings for you, but understand that sometimes it's the right person, but not the right time. This person is holding a cup here, but I feel like this is the same person that's lying to you, the one that's wearing the mask. Let's take a look here. Aquarius. Aquarius. Tell me more about this masculine, please. Somebody's gone inward here. Somebody's feeling weak. The masculine's feeling... Maybe we're trying to gain some inner strength to take some action, but got here? So we are moving forward here. You are moving forward is what I want to say, Aquarius. You are moving forward. You do realize that this person isn't going to give you the answers that you want. I feel like this person has rote phrases or things that they tell you. They're very good with their words, are highly intelligent, and maybe they can weave words is what I want to say. Yeah, I just saw someone on a loom. So weaving words. This person may be someone who is the magician to you, someone who always knows what to say. They could be someone who is single. Yeah, because they have a mask on. I think they wave the pentacle in the air is what I want to say. They wave the pentacle in the air and they're like, come on over, I got a pentacle. But this person, you know, they are behind a mask. They don't stay around. They do move on. There is no justice here. It feels like there's no justice, only karma. This person creates karma wherever they go. I think you have realized while being in hermit mode that everything that this person told you wasn't true. Like, I'm not going to say everything that they told you wasn't true, but that there was a lot of things they told you that just don't pan out. This person may have said, look, I'm Taurus, I'm trustworthy, I'm loyal, I'm the spiritual teacher, I know what I'm talking about, but it feels like this person wasn't completely and totally honest. Maybe they didn't know who they were. It's a challenge. Challenge is the Four of Swords, so we haven't been talking. Yeah. I do feel that you have the healing. If you should heal all the way, I feel like you're going to be standing in your power. I feel like you have all the tools to do that, Aquarius. It feels like this person did want a commitment from you, but I almost feel as though it's kind of good that you didn't get the commitment from them. See, they are a soulmate, and that's why it was really hard to let them go. I feel like you had a lot of feelings. They may have been someone who wrote you love notes, who sent you letters, who never missed a card, but it feels like this person was wearing a mask. And that's why they moved on, because they knew they could never give you justice. I feel like they had feelings for you. Don't get me wrong. I feel like they're standing there with a cup, but you know, you've built some boundaries here, some heavy boundaries. And I think one of your boundaries is, I'm not doing this with you anymore. Yeah, we moved on. We moved on. I feel like you wanted to express yourself or have a conversation, but I really think you need to be okay with not expressing yourself or telling your side. I think that this person waves the pentacle in the air to other people, but whilst hiding behind the mask. But understand that I think that you are, you're speaking up about your abundance here. And you might even be the one who's decided to end the cycle here. Yeah, we're ending it. That's it. We need to move forward. So I feel that there is a lot of healing here to do for you. I'm sorry that this happened to you, but don't forget, please don't forget, continue to keep your heart open and build those boundaries, because you're going to need them for other people. It's not just this person. I feel like your person has already moved on, is what I want to say, that this person has already moved on. And I think that you had a lot of feelings for them. And I think that they might have even been a soulmate, but a soulmate. Not everyone in your life is meant to stay there forever. Some are meant to just give you lessons and keep moving. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're up in your head. I think you will be for a while. You think that the wish fulfillment is somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight. Yeah, it feels like it's not even attainable. You're feeling badly because it went by so quickly. Yeah, you just need to drop this burden and walk away. And that's when you're going to get your justice. That's when justice is in the upright. So I feel like you're going to end this. You're going to end, this worrisome not knowing what's happening here. I think you're going to probably bury yourself in work for a little while, and that's okay too. High Priestesses, you really got to start listening to your gut, because I feel like this could have been avoided if you had, gone into this energy, this hermit energy sooner, and learned this realization that not every person who is a soulmate is meant to be with you romantically for your whole life. Some of them are meant to come and go. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go for now. Thanks so much for coming to watch. I do appreciate you, and I am out for now. Thanks, Aquarius. Bye-bye.